Studios here, and in today's video I'm going to be documenting my process on repairing my Eachine Wizard X220HV. This is an FPV drone, which means first person view, so you wear the goggles with it, and you see exactly what the drone is seeing through this camera. So anyhow, this drone is it was a great drone. It came pre-built, so it's a really good beginner drone. But once I started researching it, a lot of these videos about death rolls started coming up, and they blamed it on the kind of a faulty ESC that Eachine installed with the drone. So I knew that might have been a problem. I may have only experienced one or two of these death rolls. I can't be certain that it was. It might have just been bad flying on my part. But anyhow, after one flight, it was after several flights. I had the drone for a couple weeks now. I landed it, and then the next flight, I armed the quad, and I believe it was this motor right here started twitching, and it wouldn't accelerate. So it would twitch and then kind of turn off. So I thought it was a bad motor, so I bought a new motor, waited several weeks for that to come. Finally, it got there. I installed it, and it did it again. So I posted it to the forums. They said it's a faulty ESC, and that was back in around August of 2019. So I kind of just put off trying to repair the ESC. I thought it would be kind of a big process, especially finding a new one. So eventually, though, I stumbled on this back in May. I got this back up and running. The Mamba, you can see right there, the Mamba F722s flight controller and ESC stack. So if any of you are going to do a repair like this, one thing you should know is, first of all, this will be a Frankenstein build. A lot of things aren't going to match up entirely. It's not going to be near as easy as this board, because this board is just plug and play. You just plug these things in. So with this, you have to solder them all. You can see a bunch of wires going everywhere. So yeah. Now, with this one, the main thing is the Mamba doesn't quite fit inside of the frame. So you can see there's a total of 8 screw holes on the top, and only 3 of them are in use. And only 1 battery strap can be fitted because the board is too tall. So the main thing that you hit is, I don't know if you can see back there, but it's this. That is what connects the flight controller to the ESC, and that will that'll bump against the top, and you won't be able to fully secure it. So I use the included screws and O-rings for the Mamba to secure the frame down, and then to secure the camera, because the camera doesn't screw in, it kind of just fits in. You can see these little notches right there. Go into the notches in the board. But you can see on top I have hot glue there, because if you do not properly secure this down, you'll get a lot of vibrations and the video feed will be really poor for flying. So that's the main thing. The soldering was also kind of difficult. I recommend buying higher quality wire. Some of my wire was not the best, so it made it a lot more difficult for soldering it. I had to have a guy who knows a lot about soldering and is really good with it do the soldering, and even it was a little difficult for him. So you have to be pretty good with soldering or just have higher quality wires. Over here I have my FreeSky XM Plus. Like I said, it's going to be a Frankenstein build. I don't know, maybe you're better at organizing things than I am. That's where I put that. You can see there's only 1 antenna on this. Well, this is actually a straw. That's just to protect the antenna. But the antenna is underneath there. That's because in the build, one of the antennas on the FreeSky got knocked off. So I'm only running on 1, but you only really need 2 antennas for long range flying, and I'm a beginner, so I don't fly very far, and I've had no problems at all with it. Now you may notice I have a different antenna than the stock Eachine antenna on the drone. That is because the first time I flew it, I crashed it. It wasn't even a bad crash, but the antenna broke. So I bought this Fox Zero one for like $10 on Amazon, and it's been doing really good. There is some video interference, but I'm pretty sure that's the goggles, because I don't have great antennas on those. But yeah, so yeah, that's basically my process. Just some things to look out for with the drone. I would highly recommend the Mamba. It's been doing really good for me. It's also a very popular board, so there's a lot of help on YouTube and especially the forums. If you go onto Facebook, there's a lot of different drone forums that are super good and super helpful. So I would definitely recommend joining a couple of those. So yeah. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye.